Hello, my name is Alana Tucker and I'm formerly a cheerleader here at Country Mission University. I've been cheering my entire life and would now like to inform you why cheerleading should be a sport and the difference between stunt cheerleading and UCA cheerleading. Because even though there are all forms of cheerleading, there are many kinds of cheer. Almost every single week I come across someone who asks me about cheerleading and they seem to make jokes about why I cheer because it's not a sport, and it just really makes me angry because I have to continue to explain why cheerleading is a sport. First, I will talk about the sport called stunt. And stunt is another form of cheerleading. And what stunt is it's a sport that competes head to head with another team. And what I mean by that is both teams are doing the exact same thing at the exact same time of every single part of the routine. So the judges can see exactly who is performing the stunt better. Now, to get into more details about stunt, stunt has 4 quarters. In these 4 quarters, there are 19 routines to memorize and know. Quarter 1 consists of 6 routines that include jumps and tumbling, such as toe touches and back handsprings and back tucks, which are back flips with no hands, a backflip with hands, and a jump that consists of you jumping and touching your toes. But as simple as this sounds, it's actually really complicated because you have to be on the exact count, and with jumps and tumbling, you have to stick your paths, which means that when you land, you can't move forward, you can't move backwards, and you can't move side to side. That you have to stick and land. And because if you move and the other team sticks, you will most likely not look as clean as the other team, which will result into a loss for you and your team. This quarter also has motions in it, and these motions have to be hit at the right time, and you must be as tight as you possibly can be, or once again, it will show error to the judges. This quarter starts off with the easiest routine and builds up all the way to the hardest. Now, we'll be talking about quarter 2 of stunt. Quarter 2 has 6 routines in it, and in each routine, the first play of quarter 2 consists of 4 stunt groups doing the exact same thing. And play 2 has 3 stunt groups doing the exact same thing. Play 3 has 2 stunt groups doing the exact same thing. And play 4, 5, and 6 all consist of only 1 stunt group because those are the hardest routines of stunt and do not require multiple stunt groups to do it at the same time. Plays have only 1 stunt group because they are the hardest. They also have to be as precise as possible. We must go on the exact same counts that were given to us. Because if we don't, then the other team, once again, will show that they're cleaner and better than we are. Quarter 3 consists of pyramids. And there's also 6 routines with pyramids in it. And all pyramids is that if a girl is standing on top of my shoulders, she's most likely holding another girl on top of her shoulders, and that girl could end up holding another girl on top of her shoulders for one nice-looking pyramid. Quarter 4 consists of each play in a quarter. So say if the other team calls play 3, you're going to do play 3 at each quarter. And this could go all the way up to 6 because if they call play 1, you have to do play 1 of quarter 1, play 1 of quarter 2, play 1 of quarter 3 to make one big routine. Now, moving on to UCA Nationals. UCA Nationals, according to Varsity Spirit in 2017, Universal Cheerleaders Association was founded in 1974 by Jeff Webb to provide high-quality educational training for college and high school cheerleaders through summer camps and clinics on college campuses. Now, we'll begin to speak about UCA routine and what it consists of. A UCA Nationals routine consists of a 2-minute and 30-second routine, and you have certain parts of the routine such as tumbling, opening stunt, beginning pyramid, cheer, team stunt, baskets, and ending pyramid. The music first starts and everyone is in formation. And what they do is they first throw their first back tuck together, which is a tumbling skill. Then we move into another formation called elite stunting, and with elite stunting, there are 2 all-girl stunt groups, which means that there's 3 bases, a flyer, and those are 2 all-girl stunt groups. Next, you have 4 couples consisting of 4 guys and 4 girls. Everyone in the routine does the same stunting. Then we move on to first pyramid, and this consists of 2 sides of the pyramids, and the team splits in half and does the same thing on each side. And then we furthermore go into cheer. And cheer is a 30-second cheer in the middle of the routine, which everything stops, and you start doing your school cheer. And this consists of stunting and girls rallying on the floor. After the cheer, we go into team stunt, where everyone has to do the exact same thing again. And then we go to baskets and go to pyramids. And as you see, stunt and UCA cheer are completely different and rely on many different factors. Such as stunt is judged on how clean you are, and UCA Nationals is based on if you can hit all your stunts and tumbling without dropping anyone. Now we get into the matter of cheerleading as a sport. The International Olympic Committee Executive Board voted on Tuesday to recognize cheerleading as a sport, the New York Times reports. Now, think of all the time and commitment it takes to tumble, to actually teach yourself how to do backflips, and to learn how to stunt and do everything precise, and how hard it is. If it was that easy, everyone would do it. If the Olympics decided to make cheerleading a sport, that took change to make it a sport. That should change a lot of minds of people because of how big the Olympics are. In conclusion, I've been cheering my entire life, and I know that there's so many different forms of cheerleading, and people really don't even understand it. But picture having to be on somewhere at a specific count, or having to tumble and can't move out of your tumbling, or that one person on your team that doesn't do something right or misses a motion, how you will lose because of how precise cheerleading is. A lot of people can't do what we do, and people always tell me how cheerleading is smart, but when I explain to them what I actually do, they're just like, oh, I never understood that. So my informative speech today is to just inform you guys how technical cheerleading is, and how it's just not as easy as throwing a basketball in a hoop, or kicking a soccer ball into a into a goal. That is simply just all about technique and how hard it is, because people really don't understand that. Thank you.